I've never been so in my whole life. And this murder Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking right now. This is I love that guy.
Listen, what happened to him was fucked up because I was like, I thought it was AI when I first saw it.
I did too.
I was disturbed by that video.
It was. You should be.
Yeah, it was wild.
No, people were watching it like it was a video game. I was like, y'all are sick.
I didn't agree with. I didn't agree to. He said foul about black people. He said if I see a black pilot, I'm not going to know if he's
black female
a female, but I'm not going to know if they're qualified. We're triple qualified. The fuck you talking about?
You're not going to get that opportunity.
He said Martin Luther King was no good.
Right.
He said that
didn't
the
believe in civil rights movements.
Civil rights movement was no good. What other black shit did he say?
He said 75% of black kids don't have fathers.
Welcome back to Fried Plantain, where we break down the stories that get people laughing, arguing, and side-eyeing all at the same time. Today's focus, the latest in Godfrey We Trust stream, and trust me, it was one for the books. Hosted by Godfrey with Dante Nero at his side and joined by Akeem Woods, Ava Evans, and the long-awaited return of Ty Jones. The crew tackled the shocking murder of Charlie Kirk. Now, this wasn't a somber thoughts and prayers type discussion. No, this was raw, fiery, and unfiltered. We're talking about the wild fundraising frenzy that poured $6 million into Kirk's family's lap in less than 2 days. The jaw-dropping hypocrisy in how America mourns certain figures over others, and the long history of systemic racism that still plays out in the cracks of policy and everyday life. They dug into everything: federal jobs, the GI Bill, white fragility, political sellouts, and why some people think limousine liberals are more dangerous than fascists. Oh, and let's not forget, Kash Patel caught enough shade to block out the sun. It was equal parts history lesson, comedy roast, and group therapy session for a country still pretending not to know what it really is. That's why we're here, to unpack it with you, pull apart the contradictions, and add our own flavor to the mix. So if you're rocking with us, make sure you smash that like button. It helps us grow. Drop a comment with your thoughts because we want to hear your voice in this conversation. Share this video with someone who needs to see past the headlines, and most importantly, hit subscribe to Fried Plantain. We've got plenty more heat coming and you're not going to want to miss anything, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at Cash Patel. This cross-eyed. He'd be back there like. I'm over like.
I'll meet you in Valhalla.
I'll meet you in Valhalla. hey, well, that's not the question you asked. It's like, what's up, Doug?
It's wild.
He's like, I'm running the FBI.
And amazing how and he's compromised. Yeah. Completely compromised.
And he's an Indian dude, too. And, they want to be white adjacent so badly.
Yeah.
And he a dark Indian dude. He's like, shit, I might get a light-skinned wife.
And I think
if you don't have one already.
Well, he's dating somebody of Hebraic persuasion, I believe, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, look it up. You can look it up.
But he's Cash
Patel's girlfriend. Look it up. Yeah, he's compromised. He's completely compromised. This is good. But this is what's so interesting about what's happening today. I think it's kind of great because they all have their own little ecosystem, and they're starting like a cancer.
It's breaking down.
It's breaking down. The cancer
has to be.
And the thing about cancer, it replicates itself to the point that it kills its host. So let them.
No.
Each other.
Well, but the host.
Yeah, the host is the country, right?
America.
I was gonna say the host is the whole country.
America, so it's going to
affect us as well.
The host
I'm not sure if it is though.
Oh, it definitely
is.
No, it isn't. I don't think
Well, I got my Jamaican citizenship, so I'll be out this motherfucker.
that level of racism and all of it, it's always existed.
But it's already affecting us.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that look, my folks are from rural Mississippi. This that Trump is doing and all this, it's been happening. We've gone through assassinations. We've gone through so many things. We're going to be fine.
Wait, what you got a finger up? What's up?
I think you were talking about Alexis Wilkins, Cash Patel's very attractive Israeli girlfriend.
Oh wow, she is pretty.
And he got juice. That's the only reason why she with his corny ass.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he does look like the face he was making.
I told you he looked crazy. He got power. That's why.
He not ugly though, but he do look a little cross.
Now you gotta see him.
That's the best
I've ever seen.
Kirk, naturally, dominated the conversation. His death was framed against his controversial record, including his penchant for saying things about black people that range from historically inaccurate to cartoonishly offensive. Claims that 75% of black children lack fathers were not only debunked but flipped on their head, with the panel highlighting data that black fathers are statistically the most engaged in their children's daily lives. In the hands of comedians, this became less a fact check and more a scolding wrapped in sarcasm.
Well, he was talking about, what's his name? Charlie
Kirk.
Charlie. And
Oh, he said that was his friend?
Said, I'll see you in Valhalla. Isn't that some Viking?
Yeah. But also, he's not there.
But,
We all know what
it's all this rah-rah
he's
shit
looking
that
up at us
everybody
right
said.
now.
Did you see what Hegseth did? Made the soldiers
pray
the
the moment
black
of prayer.
soldiers made them pray. Yeah. It's like really like high school bullying. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you what you guys are gonna do. All right, you're gonna praise this guy. I'll give a what's going. It's literally Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Did you see
That's what's going on.
Did you see the wife crying and which justifiably should be crying? I guess.
Yeah, you should.
But begging for money.
No,
What?
I didn't see
Yeah,
that part.
She's like asking for donations already. It's been like 48
She don't get a
hours.
lot of money, though.
But also, what's crazy?
She's gonna get him.
She got a lot.
A
she
bag.
got a lot of
She
money.
gonna
He
get.
had $10
She don't get the
million.
bag.
Yeah, he was
His
worth.
net
Oh, they're
worth was
gonna
10
get. They're gonna
million.
get.
I think it
So
was
the fact that
13.
The
fact that
world
she's
is going to
asking for money.
give them money.
She gonna be up.
But what's
Yeah.
crazy is like you have 10 million. How like and you're asking for money and your dude
It's
just died 2 days
Hold
ago?
on, Harrison about to say something.
Donations in honor of Charlie Kirk have topped $6 million so far.
Yeah. It's going up.
4.7 million
slow day.
How much-
collected in in the first 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
6 million in the first 24. 4 million. Sorry.
0.7 million in the first 24, 6 million as of yesterday.
Yeah, it's gonna be
6 million
Actually,
to a dude
think
who
about
already had 12 million.
But it's interesting though. That
White
ain't
people are
that much.
stupid.
What?
I don't think it's that much.
What you mean?
6 million?
$6 million is a lot.
I mean, no, to us, yes, but
got
in
24
when you think about
hours.
his-
What are you talking about?
In 2 days?
When you think about his profile, 6 million. I mean, look, we'll see what the number ends up being. Look, if it ends up being
Yeah, that's
50
only
million,
24 hours.
Yeah,
That's
some
2
tell
days.
There's probably people not aware of it yet. They're like, oh yeah,
No.
oh goddamn.
6 million is insane. In
I
2
didn't even
days,
know.
That's a lot of
that's
money.
insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of
I'm
bread.
pretty much
What?
on it, and I didn't even know they were taking donations.
Yeah.
This was compared to the assassinations of black leaders who died broke, unsupported, or vilified. The absurdity of a multimillionaire receiving what amounts to a GoFundMe Powerball win was not lost on the panel. If anything, it was held up as the latest case study in what they called white fragility, that strange sociological cocktail where immense privilege meets bottomless victimhood.
When people were saying it happened in front of his kids, I said, it happened to Malcolm X, happened to Martin Luther King. Medgar Evers at his doorstep, they shot him.
Yeah.
Black leaders were shot and their kids were watching the same way.
His-
I'm saying, and
George Floyd's kids watched him.
Him
get
die
murdered
too.
On
Same
film.
thing.
Same thing.
And all of
Watched
those
it
and what's
on
sad,
film.
and listen, what happened to him was fucked up because I was like, I thought it was AI when I first saw it.
I did too.
That
I
shit
was
looked-
disturbed by that
that
video.
shit. It was. You should be.
Yeah, it was wild.
But-
No, people
my
are
thing-
watching it like it was a video game. I was like, y'all are
But
sick.
I didn't agree to. He said foul shit about black people. He said if I see a black pilot, I'm not gonna know if he's
black female
a female, but I'm not gonna know if they're qualified. We're triple qualified. The fuck you talking about?
You're not gonna get that opportunity.
He said
and-
Martin Luther King was no good.
Right.
He said that
didn't
the
believe
civil
in
rights
movements.
Civil rights movement was no good. What other black did he say?
He
The
said
black
he said 75% of black kids don't have fathers.
don't have
Not
fathers,
true.
which
Make
is
up
not
shit.
true.
Yeah.
You make
Which is not, and
75%.
black fathers take care of their kids the most in America out of all races.
Yeah.
That's facts. Because I know he does it, you do it.
There you go.
All my black friends that got kids take care of their kids.
Most likely to bathe their kids, help them with homework, put them to bed, read stories to them. Black fathers.
He does it all the time. You do it all the time. You're always talking to me about your kids all the time.
Yep.
What the fuck are we talking about? All my friends that went to college. I got my friend calling me. You met Alfred.
Yeah.
His kids are going to college. He's going around. His kids picked Michigan, his twin daughters. All my friends, they all take care of their kids.
Also, 75%.
Where are these dudes getting
Such
these
a
percentages
crazy-
from?
75% is such a crazy lie because that's over half. That's over half.
But that's shit they say.
The discussion then widened, as it often does on this podcast, into a freewheeling history lesson. Redlining, the exclusion of black soldiers from the GI Bill, the firing of 350,000 black women from federal jobs, and the persistence of racist judges all got their turn under the spotlight. The message was clear. Racism in America is not a glitch but a feature, one that continues to shape outcomes today.
And then you
Design it like that.
incarcerate a bunch of black men. Then you kill a bunch of black men.
It goes back
then
to
you-
slavery, separating the family.
Purposely don't let black men in the house because of welfare money. What are you talking about? You set this up. Black people can't buy housing. You redlined everybody. You didn't give black soldiers anything after World War II. The f- are you talking about?
You promised them.
Yes.
The GI Bill, you promised them.
They didn't even get a GI Bill.
Then you discriminated against them at the count of 85% of the people, that black guys who went in for the GI Bill got discriminated against. But let me just say this for the record. I was talking about this Project 2025. You dumb motherfuckers. I was talking about this, and y'all niggas, it ain't on that. You Trump is good. Oh, you dumb motherfuckers. Y'all paid all kinds of super chats to shit on me. Now eat a dick. Eat a dick. How about that?
It's real.
And I get that it's bringing black people. It's basically making black people have to find a way to survive in the context of this. But Ty, when you say it's not gonna, we're gonna be fine. But we're not. Some of us, a lot of us, are gonna die. It's already 350,000 black women have lost federal jobs, and why? Why do we have the highest percentage of jobs in federal jobs? Is because there was less racism in the federal jobs because it wasn't the states' rights. It was the federal rights and the federal standards of rights. That's why black people went to these federal jobs, because there was less discrimination.
No, well, I wouldn't say it was less racism. What it was is that there was opportunity that allowed us to be in those positions because of federal laws. So clearly the racism is there because they just kicked out 300.
Well,
right?
racism was the power.
Yeah.
It was less power to discriminate,
There
which
we
is
go.
whereas in states' rights you could. It's the good old boy network.
The panel even touched on the governor of Utah, who reportedly hoped that if a shooting happened in his state, the shooter would be from another state or another country.
Okay, here.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see if we can hear it. See if we can hear it.
33 hours. I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country.
Muslim.
Hold up.
Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for. For 33.
The fact that he got shot is horrible. But you was hoping
That somebody else.
That's how sick he is. I go, dude, the was shot. It was fuck. He's like,
He was hoping
I
it
was
was
hoping to be black.
Yep.
Damn, or an Arab or an Indian. What's wrong? That's disgusting. Like, you disrespected him. The guy that got shot.
Yeah.
I was hoping it wouldn't be. What brown person is going to an all-white right-wing meeting going, excuse me, what's that guy doing? I'm just sweeping up.
Also, he wouldn't have got away with it.
Listen. How did Malcolm X get? It was black people that came. They had to be black. It's in Harlem, it's Bronx, the Audubon Ballroom.
Well,
they had to be black. Well, they're suing them now, because it was the CIA. But you have to have sellouts. How did Fred Hampton get murdered?
Sellouts.
With his kids in the bed. It was a sellout dude that said it was all sellouts. Martin Luther King got stabbed by a black woman in the chest during an interview, but he lived. You know about that, right?
Yes.
A black woman stabbed him.
Yeah, they said it was
He
a
didn't
mental
know
health
because
thing.
it's black. They send these people in. How did Sam Cooke get killed? A black woman.
Asian.
A black woman and an Asian, but a black woman probably was the one that made it work. You understand? But we're always there because you need someone that looks like you.
By the end, the podcast had painted Kirk's death as less a moment for mourning and more a mirror held up to American society. The over-the-top fundraising, the selective empathy, the erasure of black suffering, all were reminders of the deep fractures running through the culture. And while no one on the panel wished death on Kirk, they also weren't about to canonize him. In a way, the stream resembled a wake thrown by comedians, equal parts grief, anger, history lesson, and roast. For every biting remark, there was an underlying truth. For every laugh, a reminder of the absurdity of American politics. And while the podcast was never impartial in tone, its content revealed a cold, impartial fact. Sympathy in America is often distributed not by need, but by race, politics, and spectacle.